So mental illness is a very tricky thing. It's different for everybody. Not everybody's brains are the same. Not everybody thinks the same way. Um, all we have are these baseline measurements for how people are supposed to act, how normal is. And it honestly just baffles me, like, to think that there are these people out there that are just normal and they don't have problems with mental illness, like delusions or hallucinations or anxiety or depression, and they just are able to cope properly, I guess, with life. And it's just odd to me. And I've been feeling really weird lately. Like, I've felt this way before. I've been going through this for a long time now. I can remember the first time I had this feeling. Let me think. Geez, I had to have been like 17, 18 years old. And it's just this weird, I don't know how to describe it. Surreal is what I would call it. It's this surreal feel, and not in a good, well, I don't know if it's kind of unsettling. I'm not going to say good or bad, but it's just a little unsettling when it happens. And it's like, I just look at things and I'm just like, well, the first time it happened, I would describe it as being detached or, no, not detached. Things are just weird. Like, things physically look weird too. Like, I look at things and things just look weird, and it's not it's like not like they're out of the ordinary weird. They all look the same, they all look normal how they're supposed to look, but I'm just looking at it and it's just like, this is weird. I just feel weird, and it's like in my head. The feeling is like in my head. And it's just like, this is weird. I just look at things and I feel this not detached, floaty. I feel very floaty. And it's very odd. And it's happening more lately. It hasn't really happened for a while. Jeez. This has been going on for so long. I'm 22 now. And it's just floaty. I just feel this weird floaty feeling, and I look at things and I don't want to say questioning reality, because reality is not a reality is a subjective thing, and people should question reality all the time. So I don't want to say it's being detached from reality, or the funny part is that's probably exactly what it is that I'm detaching myself from reality, even though reality is a subjective thing, and that's just a man-made term for things that are supposed to be normal. And I'm eating Taco Bell. I love Taco Bell. And I got my onesie, my cuddly onesie. It's great. Oh. So anyway, it's not gonna work. I want to talk about my mental illness, and I just want to document some things. It's so wild. It's so crazy. It's like I literally was in denial. My brain just went into this state of denial, and I just suppressed the whole thing. And now it's all coming back up, and it's like, what? This is crazy. Brain, why did you do that? Don't do that, brain. It's got a lot to do with being mindful of what's going on, and not pushing things away, not pushing away your problems, because your problems always resurface when you push them away. And, wait, I wanted that on. Did I already tell you? I might have already told you this story. This happens a lot. This probably happens a lot. I started to get feelings of paranoia. I think I was 17 because it was around, I don't want to make this association, but it was around when I first started smoking pot. And, really don't want to make this association. I really don't want to make this association. Ugh. But I'm making this this could be a denial thing. This could be me in denial again. And I really just should make this association. But I started to have feelings of paranoia. And things started to get weird. Like, just weird. I started to be really paranoid about certain people I was around in certain situations, and I probably wasn't surrounding myself with the best people, to be quite honest. Like, I remember one person specifically was not a great person, like, at all. She'd lie a lot, and she'd take things, and she'd manipulate people, and she cheated on her boyfriend all the time. But I was like drooling over her and didn't care. So anyway, I remember this one time I was at her house with her boyfriend, like their apartment, and it started when I was, I think, 17. But this is when I was 18, I think. Because she had her own house at this point. I'm trying to think. No, I remember. She moved up here from Illinois. And she, was emancipated, I think. And she was able to get an apartment under a cosigner with her boyfriend's parents or something. So they were living in an apartment. God, I'm trying to cut to the chase. God, okay. And I just start hearing voices. Just just chilling in the room. High as hell. Just stoned off my ass. And I just start hearing voices. And it wasn't for very long. It was a very short period of time. And I heard them. And I was like, no, 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 no. And this is the suppress and repress thing that I was talking about, because I completely forgot about it until a few weeks ago. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I already told you this story, but whatever. Completely forgot about it until about a few weeks ago, and it's like, what? Are you? No, no, not me. This can't happen to me. And I was driving. I'm trying to think of other times when I've heard things. This is completely random, but I remember being a little kid. I'm not sure how old I was, but I know this happened. I remember this so clearly. Like, I've been hearing voices for a very long time, is what I'm trying to get at. Is that I've been hearing them for a very long time. And do you ever have this thought where, ever since I was a little kid, I used to like listen to songs or languages, and I used to be like, do you ever think that maybe this word specifically was created so it could appear right here at this very moment? Um, teleology, or whatever, popped into my head. I'm not kidding. I'm not lying about this. I don't remember when. I don't remember how. I don't remember where I was. All I remember is that this happened. Is that I would think things like that, and things would just float past me, like they would appear in my head. I didn't even know what I didn't learn what teleology was until I was in college. Until I took philosophy class in college. So that word literally had no business being in my head. But there it was in my head. And I never realized it until now, for whatever reason. I remember driving to the Dells when I was God knows how old. I remember driving to the Dells, and I remember thinking, because it would take so long to get there, so long. Like I drive to the Dells now, and it doesn't take long at all, but it would take so long to get there. And then I would drive home, and it feels like we were home in like 20 minutes. And I got this, when I was thinking that, got this image of Einstein in my brain. So what I'm trying to say is that I've been hearing these things for a very long time, and they just, what's going on up there? Hello? 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 Are you all right? Hello? Are you okay? You need anything? um the worst time when I was hearing voices is well, I don't really know what better or worse is, but as I was driving, I'm pretty sure I already told you this story, but we're going to tell you again, because that's how significant it is. I'm just so bummed about the whole thing. Like, it just bums me out. No! This is gonna suck up my whole life. Do you know how much energy this is gonna take for me? I'm gonna have to work twice as hard to get anything done. Driving to Madison, and I was the one driving, and driving kind of gives me anxiety sometimes, especially on busy roads, with tons of people and people backseat driving, trying to tell me what to do. I swear they were all talking about me, like talking shit, straight up just talking shit, right in front of my face, like utterly despicable things. They were saying just utterly just disgusting, despicable things about me. And I confronted them, and they literally had no idea what I was talking about. Literally nothing. No idea. They all thought I was nuts. They all thought I was nuts by the end of the night, because I could literally hear them talking shit in my head. But they weren't. And it's like, why? Why? I don't want this. I don't want to feel that way about people. I don't want to be afraid of people like that. I really had to get the fuck out of there that night. I was so glad to leave and go home that night. It was worst. It was the worst. Another time is my mom and my dad. Oh man, this was a bad time in my life too. And they were loud voices and I didn't know what was going on. And they wouldn't shut up. And they kept asking me like weird shit. If I wanted to do weird shit, or they were telling me there were weird things. I don't know if it was just coming from my head. Okay, wait. Why should it matter if it's just coming from your head? Why should that mean it's not real? Anyway, I don't know if it was just coming from my head or what. I go down the stairs, and my mom and dad are in their bedroom talking. And this was at a time when I was like freaking out about Satan and shit, like evil and crazy shit like that. And I heard my dad say, yeah, someone's coming to visit Megan at 8 p.m. La 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 la. And when my dad left, and my mom left her bedroom, and I went and sat next to her in the fucking living room. And I'm like, Mom, who's coming for me at 8 o'clock? And she just looked at me with this blank stare, like, not blank, like I was stupid or something. No, confused. Yeah, that's the word. Confused. She's like, huh? And I asked her again, and she's like, oh, your dad's going to meet someone at 8 o'clock, and it's like, oh my god, this thing is changing the way I hear people now. No, don't stop. Like, no. And there's nothing I can do about it. Literally nothing. Except sit here and be angry. I swear to God, that's what I heard. Someone's coming to visit Megan at 8. Blah, blah, blah. That's what I heard. And that's not what he said. There was a time when I was like, I thought everybody was out to get me. Literally, not just certain people, literally everyone. Every single person that I came across. Until I learned better and I knew better. I used to think that everybody manifested in the flesh was a demon. And angels only existed away from here and shit like that. And it was so bad. It was so bad. I'm so glad I'm not there anymore. I'm so glad that I'm past that. I used to think that before I thought everyone was a demon, I used to think that only certain people were demons manifested in the flesh, and that I was able to tell which ones were demons. And the demons knew that I knew who they were, and they would try to destroy me. But I evolved past that too. Oh my god, literally everyone is a demon. And then I evolved past that too. Oh my god, evil doesn't actually exist. And demons and angels are the same beings. And that made me feel much better. Much better. So much better. What else crazy has happened? Had some other wild shit happen to me. And it doesn't have to have any meaning. It just is happening. It's just happening to me. It's like, everything's happening all at the same time, and it's all caving in. Just breathe, Megan, just breathe. That's all we can really do is just keep breathing. I mean, it's really the only thing that we're charged with is to breathe. Oh, man. I don't even remember half of it. Probably because it's all repressed. Because it's so terrifying. Oh my God. The loud voices they used to say. They've told me so many things. All of them not fun. They've told me they're aliens. They've told me they're demons. Have they told me they're angels? I think they have. I liked that more for some reason. Aliens, demons. They've told me they're dead. They've never once said they're alive. They've always told me they're dead. That we're not. We're dead. What does that even mean? Oh, they're not good. They're dead. I don't know why those things are synonymous with each other. That's just what they said. They're not synonymous with each other. Good and evil doesn't exist. It's like they're stupid. They still talk, and it's just like they're dumb. And it's like, you're literally stupid. I literally have no idea what you're talking about. I have flown above whatever you're talking about because I literally have no idea. You're stupid. All of these arbitrary measurements you're giving me, you're good, you're evil, you're stupid. You're stupid. I really need to write shit down and learn how to get organized because it's just like all over the place. I'm surprised anybody can follow anything that I'm saying. What else did I say that's stupid? Rare. This is a perfect example. They're like, you're so rare. They always tell me how rare I am, how unique I am, and it's just like, the world is infinite, and there's no basis for rarity, so I literally have no clue what you're talking about. None whatsoever. And they're like, you're so smart, blah, blah. And it's just like, okay, all right, fine. But some being could come here and make me look dumber than a box of rocks. So I don't know what you're talking about, and I don't know why you're doing this, and I wish you would just see how arbitrary everything is all the time. Excuse me. But I guess it's not arbitrary to them. I mean, I'm so small. I mean, my brain might be expanding, but it's not expanding very quickly. And, it's very fuzzy as well. Like, it oscillates back and forth. Like, I can see things, and then it just snaps back. So, maybe it's just not arbitrary to them. Whatever they are. No, don't update right now. Stop. Oh my fucking God.